My first memories of playing soccer was when I was 4 years old, to be honest. Born in 1990. I remember when Bulgaria was in the World Cup in the United States. My dad was all into soccer at that time, and we were watching the game. And at first, I wanted to be a goalkeeper because the Bulgarian national team
A
goalkeeper.
goalkeeper. All right. You never told me this part.
Oh, this is legit. This is real stuff. He made, I want to say, 3 saves, penalty saves, and then Bulgaria. That was actually against Mexico, I think, in the World
Not true.
Cup.
Not true. Well, we're gonna have to fact check you on that. But we're gonna just assume that's not a true fact.
At one game, he had 3 saves in the penalty shootout, and then Bulgaria moved on, and then we ended up finishing third in the World Cup in '94 in the United States, and then
You became a fan ever since, kind of.
yeah, I mean, since then I've always been in love with the game, and right after that game finished, I told my dad we had like balloons around the house, and he would just like throw the balloon at me, and I would like think I'm a goalkeeper, and I'll be saving the balloon, thinking it's like a ball. But yeah, that was the first memory.
That's interesting because you are a center mid. This is what
Yeah.
you chose to do growing up. Now, how early did you become a center mid? Was that like pretty early on, or was that after, when you were already in college? How early did you decide that was the position that you were going to stick to?
When I was in Bulgaria, I played as a left back originally. That's where I started, and I came to America, and I didn't really play too much when I first came, just because I didn't know anyone, and I would just kind of stayed at home. And once I started playing for a rec team, that's when the coach was like, "All right, you can kind of do whatever you want, play anywhere," and then kind of solidified being a center mid, and then from there to high school, center attacking mid, more of a forward type of a player, and then once I got to college, that's where I kind of changed into more defensive midfield player and defensive midfield player to box, and yeah.
See, that's funny because we make fun of you a lot for not shooting, because for some reason you don't like to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
I know partially it has to deal with you've had some injuries in the past, and obviously there's always a little bit of a fear factor of taking lots of shots and doing your groin again or whatever. Why don't you like to shoot? Besides that,
I just love the assist more, I guess. Like an easy tap in, finding your teammate for an easy tap in is just more enjoyable to me. Obviously, the injuries have played a big part, just because once you kind of like, if you're used to shooting a lot and then you have the surgery or a big injury and you kind of don't play for a while, and then you come back and you try to be the same type of a player, you might re-injure it, and you kind of mentally in the top process where you're like, oh, I might just mess up my groin again, I might mess up my knee again. And then once you develop the habit, which is not a good one, once you develop the habit, you kind of like stay away from shooting or stay away from those